Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the Society Scoop. I have the great privilege today to not only sit with our Society president, but our soon-to-be new president here at the Aesthetic Meet as we exchange the gavel. It's been so exciting to be here at the Aesthetic Meet in Austin, Texas, and a big part of our annual meeting is when we actually make the transition to our new president, Dr. Kiya Movassaghi. How it must feel to be transitioning your presidency over to Tracy tomorrow at our business meeting.
12 hours away from the end of my presidency, I have a sense of pride that we got a lot done this year with the help of my colleagues on the board and also you. But I'm also excited to know that the person following me is Tracy, because I think she's going to do a wonderful job and continue on the current strategy that we have established and the success that we've had, and to take it to the new height. So I'm very excited for Tracy taking over.
Dr. Pfeifer, can you maybe elaborate and share with our members some of the key things that are going to be a big priority?
Well, we're going to be continuing a lot of the initiatives that Dr. Movassaghi started. So Kiya was very generous during his presidency, where he would, reach out to me sometimes, get my opinion on things. And really, we have a lot of alignment on what's best for the society going forward. So we want to continue these initiatives that he started, and which I fully and wholeheartedly support. One of them is the Education Reimagined work group, which Kiya, again, thought out of the box and really said we need to think about the future generations and how they want to learn and how we can anticipate the future so that we are changing and evolving to support what's going to be our future need. And then the second thing that we're going to make sure we follow through on is our AlliedPro group category. This is a brand new membership category for all of the allied professionals that work with plastic surgeons or are independent, for example, nurse injectors out in the field, that they don't really have a home to come to, a place that they could call their professional society. And so this is an initiative that Dr. Movassaghi started, and we're going to be the big umbrella under which all the aesthetic providers are housed. So we're definitely going to be standing that up, reaching out to more and more people, developing content for our online platform so that we can deliver the best aesthetic education in the world.
I'd love to hear from both of you. What are some of the most, proudest pieces of this year's meeting?
Well, what we're seeing is the coming to fruition of all the efforts and initiatives that Tracy just outlined. And now we're seeing all of those coming to fruition, and the base is energized. You can feel the energy in the arena, you feel the energy, all the classrooms that I went, all the kind of sessions, the educational sessions. So there is energy in the air, and I think we are back in the game. And as Tracy said, we'll just have to take it to new heights.
Being on the marketplace floor for the last 2 days, you could definitely feel the energy. And I know a lot of our exhibitors, all 230 of them, were super pleased. Dr. Pfeifer, anything that stands out as a big hit this year?
I went to the prejuvenation session this morning. It was a sunrise session, and it was well worth getting up for, because we had a plastic surgeon speaking on what he was doing using fat for facial rejuvenation, one of our esteemed surgeons from Greece. And then we had a nurse injector sharing with us how she approaches her patients and what she does for them. And it was really a great interactive session. Everybody loved it. And it's part of our offering education for all the different groups, the surgeons, the nurses, the physician's assistants. And we were saying, we have to really capture this and push it out to the members, especially the ones who sometimes don't come to the meeting, because we want to show them the education that we're delivering. And so we want to capture everything and push it out to them. So I'm really excited about amping up our social media presence.
Yeah, well, I think there's going to be a lot of great opportunities for us to post and leverage social media with the buzz and the activity that has happened here. And I think it's a good testament to Dr. Karp, Steinbreck, and Brannon, being our program chairs, as well as casting a wider net from an inclusivity, engaging our cores and providing a well-versed content. Well, now how about some of the fun that happened at the meet? I'm curious, did you guys get a chance to visit any of the food trucks?
And I was in the exhibit hall, and I'm looking over and I see these 3 food trucks, and I was speaking to one of our wonderful team members, and they were telling me that the place was packed, everybody was over there having a great time. So that was a big hit. And like you said, the energy in the exhibit hall, and honestly, a lot of this is due to Dr. Movassaghi's efforts, because he's been all about energy and team this year, and people,
Yeah.
it's contagious.
My favorite part actually is I like this. So you have options now for the food, So that was just everybody's excited and trying to going back and forth between the food trucks.
Yeah.
And actually, I went with the pulled pork. It was delicious, great.
Let me see if you
option.
have any stains.
No, I'm smart enough to tuck in my
good.
tie inside my shirt.
Okay, nice. Okay, so being on this high, obviously, this past year, you accomplished a lot. Could you summarize what was really a highlight?
The highlight was when I was writing my State of Union speech, which I'm going to present tomorrow to the business meeting. And I was outlining all the accomplishments of the year. That was my aha moment. I said, wow, all the boxes got checked. All the initiatives that I had in mind that I presented during the strategic planning meeting we had in 2023, and the board bought into it. I was so proud that we got everything accomplished. That was my aha moment.
We did. Well, your perseverance, your passion, your ability to build motivation to get things done definitely was in full force and appreciated. Is there any advice or guidance maybe that you would offer Dr. Pfeifer?
To remain authentic, be who you are, and be honest, be transparent, and be accountable, and also keep everybody else accountable. And I think that's how we're going to improve the society going into the future.
Tracy, tell us something about you that the society members may not know.
Oh, that's a great question. Well, there's a lot they don't know about me. I think from the member standpoint, I want them to know that I am really passionate about the society. I'm a big history buff, so I have a lot of respect for all of the people that came before us, all the presidents, all the members, all the people who built the society over these years. But I want to inspire people to become more involved in our community, come to our meetings, participate. I want to carry on the history, but I want the organization to progress forward.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lose the ethos and the character that we're really known for.
Yeah, I love that. I love that sentiment because as the business leader, I feel that every day, right? And at the end of the day, we still know this is a relationship-oriented space, and the power of those relationships, whether it's peer-to-peer as doctors, whether it's with the staff, whether it's with industry, whether it's our new alliances around the world, that's what continues to make us stronger. One last question now that we're kind of, peeling the onion back a little bit. Is there maybe some inner dynamic that happens in the society that maybe our members don't know that you might be able to reveal?
Well, I think that the members really don't know how wonderful our staff is. I mean, they go above and beyond. You would think it was their own little, baby. And I think it really is their own little baby in many cases. They really are dedicated, they're passionate about it. And a lot of this work is behind the scenes. So the members aren't aware of it. To them, they come, they have a great meeting, or they participate in one of the webinars, they receive our publications, and they don't really know all of the hard work that goes into it. And we have a passionate staff that really contributes a lot. So I think if I would say anything, it's what the staff does for the society.
What are you really gonna miss?
My Monday evening calls with you.
I'm gonna enjoy having dinner at a decent hour on Monday nights.
I will miss my interactions with you, Mark. I learned a great deal from you. You were a good friend, colleague, also a mentor, so it was very helpful. But what I really missed about the year, the best part of the presidency this year for me was the travels. I'm a people's person, and I love the handshakes. I love hanging out with people, go out with people, do things, fun things, run with them.
So natural for you.
One of the things I did this year was that my pledge was every city I went to, which was 48 cities, I ran in every city. And in every city I went to, that a bunch of people from the plastic surgery and the industry just ran with me. So that's the part that I'm going to miss the most, my interaction with all my colleagues and friends throughout the world.
Yeah, no, that's good. And at least your Apple Watch was still tracking all your mileage, which is great. Mentorship is so important to the society. How are you going to bring that to life this year?
It's a great point, and it's really in our blood to be mentors, because as surgeons, we all have mentors that have taught us. It's not something that you just learn on your own. You always have a mentor. So there's a great tradition in this society of a younger surgeon will have a mentor, somebody that they can call, they can connect with, and then they in turn do it to a next generation. They provide that mentorship to them. And then we're extending that whole attitude and philosophy all the way down to the medical student level, in fact. So not only do we do it through the fellowship programs that we have, and a lot of times these are friendships that are for life, whoever you do your fellowship with. But then obviously through the residency programs and the contacts that we have with them, through our traveling professor program. And then, as I said, we even go down to the medical student level, which was started by Dr. Camille Cash. It's an externship mentorship program for medical students who want to become plastic surgeons. So we are reaching down to all the levels to provide mentorship, and it's something that we love. And it gives us a great sense of, contributing to the greater community.
It really does. And then you build the affinity for the society to that new generation,
Yes.
right? And we're also able to, thankfully, lean on industry who is actively, wanting to embrace that new audience.
Yeah, we did a member survey, several years ago before we launched on our new website and brand. And a lot of the people who were interviewed, that were members at the time, said, "Oh, I joined the society because somebody I respected told me that it was such a great organization and I should be part of it."
Yep. That's a great summary in how we view our future. And what better place to sum it up, being here at the Aesthetic Meet, taking Kiya Movassaghi's incredible year and continuing that and building it further with Dr. Tracy Pfeifer going forward and shaping the future.